Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the new Marvel Legends White Rabbit, part of the Demogoblin Build-A-Figure wave of Spider-Man Marvel Legends. And this is a character which I'm very curious if people are interested in. As far as I'm aware, my personal information, knowledge, it couldn't be more obscure of a character, and it's very odd that it's being made. Did it recently see some more attention and that's why it's being used? I don't know. If somebody wants to let me know, go ahead and do that. But that's not really what we're here for. We're here to talk about the figure itself, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just curious if people cared about this character in the first place. But honestly, it's actually pretty good. There's mostly good stuff about it, so let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. This figure stands to the top of her head about 16.5, to the top of the ears closer to 18.25 centimeters. And that makes it just about 6.5, a little shy, and then about 7 1/8. Anyway, this figure is mostly reused parts with a few new ones, and I think that's okay. We've seen the jacket before, we've seen parts of her torso before, we've seen the legs before, and we definitely haven't seen these before. But yeah, I think the face is even maybe Moonstone. It looks kind of like Moonstone, or the Satana, is that her name? The demon-y looking lady. Face looks familiar, but it's hard to say with the paint. But either way, this figure came together pretty nicely. They did a good job with the skin tone throughout the chest and the legs. The white is all molded. I believe the skin is painted up here, but it matches very nicely. Molded white here again. All the blue is the same. The hair has a really nice wash in it. It's good color. I like that. And then the paint job for the face is super duper clean. I mean, it's clearly goofy, but it's definitely very clean and well executed, and she doesn't have an ugly face, so that's not a first, but it's a rare occurrence for Marvel Legends females to not be super ugly, so I think that's pretty cool. I guess aesthetically it's just about exactly what it should be, so I'm gonna give it a 9. I mean, I couldn't care less about the character, but they executed it really well. Yeah, you could have some shading throughout the jacket, I suppose, or maybe some detail work on the white parts, but it's really well executed aesthetically, so there you go. As far as accessories go, she's supposed to have an umbrella that has like a little fire blast on there, like a muzzle flash. Mine was broken in the package, that's why I had her holding it the way she was holding it in the turnaround. So that's 2 out of 2 figures that I've reviewed so far that came broken and or missing parts. So that's really nice. So I'll give her a 5 out of 10. I guess she got an accessory, and yours probably won't be broken, but still, that's a bummer. Alright, as far as articulation goes, the head is just a super duper lollipop. It is very, very, very much up off of the ball peg, or off of the neck itself, but it is decent. I guess you can get it at a decent height. Doesn't look too tall. It's a little high though, for sure, and maybe they did that to fit that bow thing in there, but her head's very high on her neck, and it's very lollipoppy, so you can do this. And also the joint is really loose, so I mean, yeah, you're gonna get range out of it, but it's not great. You're gonna have to try to not make it look silly. Plus mine likes to do that, so that sucks. Shoulders go just about horizontal and have full rotation. No bicep swivel, you get that down here. Not quite 90 degrees, so that kind of sucks. Wrist swivel and hinge. Diaphragm joint is a lot tighter than it should be. Like, I can't get it to do anything other than rotate a little bit. But it feels like it should lean, but I can't make it do it, so that really sucks. The hips, which look pretty goofy because you can see the pegs in there, they go out to the side pretty dang far, and they go far enough forward, and they don't go back at all. You do get a thigh swivel. Double jointed knee, you do get a boot swivel. And surprisingly good ankles. The ankles work really nicely on this figure. So articulation wise, it's not good for the head or the diaphragm or the bicep swivel, but otherwise it's okay. So I'll give it a 7, I guess. I don't know. I gotta say, the one thing that makes this figure stand out as looking nice is the matte finish, the flatter finish for the legs, for the skin tone. Normally our figures look real glossy, like and plasticky. This one doesn't, so it does look nice. So that's gonna factor into the final verdict, which is gonna be, I'll give it an 8. I don't like the head being a lollipop and sticking up too high and some of the articulation not working, but it is an exceptionally well executed figure aesthetically speaking. And for Hasbro, that's, I mean, exceptional for Hasbro anyway. So for Hasbro, that's an unusual occurrence. That's why it's exceptional, and so I think it's pretty good. So yeah, it's a decent release. I think an 8 is fair. Couldn't care less about the character. I'll never have it on display, at least until I get everything I have on display, but they did a pretty good job. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, Too bad. If you haven't subscribed, you should probably, because I have new videos up just about every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.